Energy is present everywhere in our lives. Appliances that heat and cool us and provide light have become essential elements for our everyday comfort. Our European way of life and our economy depend on competitive, sustainable and secure supplies of energy. Our energy security will not be possible without substantial investments in new technologies and infrastructure in the years to come. For this reason, the EU has allocated a budget of almost €4 billion to 59 major energy projects. This European Energy Programme for Recovery, or EEPR, should stimulate the economy, create jobs, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote renewables, and strengthen solidarity within Europe. One of our sources of energy is natural gas. In Hungary, skilled craftsmen are constructing 200 kilometers of new pipeline to connect with Croatia, enabling better access to possible liquefied natural gas, or LNG, terminals on the Adriatic coast and to the Balkans. The construction works in Bata are almost complete, and they are a key step in the creation of the north-south connection in Central Europe between the Adriatic Sea in Croatia and the Baltic Sea in Poland, where the EEPR supports the construction of an LNG terminal. Future links with the Nabucco line coming from the Caspian Sea are also planned.
This interconnection will create a new situation in this region because via this pipeline we are able to bring new gas sources, and I think it will be the first step to create a gas distribution center in Hungary. To decrease the import dependency has become as a first priority in this region. I'm sure with this new interconnection we will reach these aims.
Thanks to this new interconnection and the planned LNG terminals, the energy supply for Central and Eastern Europe will be diversified and better secured. More and more, our households use green energy such as solar or wind. The offshore wind farm of Thornton Bank is located 30 kilometers off the Belgian coast. This wind farm will produce enough electricity to provide power to 600,000 consumers.
Within the targets of the EU Directive for Renewable Energy, Belgium has to achieve 13% of renewable energy by 2020, and our project will already comprise 10% of that target.
The European program pays for a new type of steel foundation, and larger wind turbines will be installed in the coming months.
Thanks to the European Economic Plan for Recovery, a new confidence building was created, and it was a kind of pivotal point in order to convince again the finance community, for commercial banks, but together with multilaterals, in order to create the necessary environment to fund €1.3 billion in this project.
Reducing CO2 emissions is one way to fight climate change. Today, we can capture and store CO2 emissions so that they don't enter the atmosphere. In Germany, test plants, such as the one at Schwarze Pumpe, are already successfully doing this. But this activity needs to be scaled up for commercial use. Thanks to EEPR funding, the full-size coal power plant at Janschwalde will capture CO2 normally emitted into the air. Using the same technology as Schwarze Pumpe, the captured CO2 will then be compressed into liquid and injected for safe, permanent storage underground. The results of the test program at Schwarze Pumpe are very promising and bode well for CO2 capture and storage activities at the Janschwalde power plant.
Die Erwartungen sind erfüllt. Der Prozess läuft stabil und wir scheiden ein CO2 mit einem Abscheidegrad von mehr als 90% ab. Und wir erwarten, dass diese Technologie auch noch upscale-fähig ist in der Zukunft, sodass man dort auch mit dieser Technologie größere Kraftwerke bauen kann.
Europe is ready to take on every energy challenge by investing in solutions for the future. Going for green energy and a better diversification of energy sources and routes should keep Europe in a competitive position worldwide.